When studying, it is important to figure out which studying habit works best for you, listening to music or not listening to music. Many people do choose to study in silence, for they find that any genre of music is too distracting and they are unable to focus. On the other hand, many people choose to study with music on in the background. Whichever habit you choose, it is most beneficial if you are consistent so that your mind adjusts to the music or to the silence. Whether the preferred habit is learned in high school or college, it will stick with you for the rest of your life, impact your learning abilities, and can be applied to many different aspects of your everyday life.
It depends on what I'm doing. Um, if I'm like writing a paper or studying for a quiz or test, I usually don't listen to music just because when I'm trying to study for a test, I like to absorb all the information, and if I have music on, I usually can't do that. As well as for writing a paper, if I have like other music coming and like filling my head, then I can't like come up with my own ideas to write down. If it's just like a worksheet or like, I don't know, like some problems that I have to do, then I usually do just because it's not as distracting then.
I rarely listen to music when I study, but if I do, it's usually like soothing, calm music like Mumford & Sons.
Yes, sometimes I do find it distracting, but it usually doesn't matter because the stakes aren't as high if I'm just doing like a worksheet or a few problems.
I sometimes find the music that I'm listening to distracting, but not because I'm singing along, but because I'm humming to it. Because I don't actually know the words to any of the songs that I listen to while I study, but like since it's there in the background, I like learn the melodies, but that's about it.
I wanna go all night longer, a couple rounds going down like water. I wanna go all night longer, 'cause I do this every night.
Although hip-hop, rap, and pop are so popular nowadays, they are the genres of music that are most detrimental to listen to while studying. Listening to upbeat and loud music has been known to impair cognitive abilities due to the constant change of words and notes that are found in a song. It also causes a distraction because most people tend to sing along with the song instead of focus on what they are supposed to be doing.
Definitely not rap, but maybe hip hop, just because rap is like a lot more words and stuff like that, and it's a little faster paced usually, so it's a little more distracting.
Definitely not, because I'd probably be too busy singing along or just not focusing on what I'm supposed to be studying.
Although listening to upbeat music has been proven to be harmful to a person while studying, some people, like my roommate Lauren, may find that studying with upbeat music on gets them motivated and they are then able to retain more information. Most people, like my friend Alyssa and myself though, need quiet and soothing music while studying. This difference between what types of music a person is able to listen to and still be able to focus is directly correlated with the difference between certain parts of the brain, such as the amygdala and the hippocampus. The amygdala is involved with one's emotional reaction to music, and the hippocampus is involved with the music memories and one's experience while listening to music. Even though most genres of music have been proven to be too distracting to listen to while studying, classical music has been proven to have an emotional impact on a person as well as a psychological impact. Studies have shown that listening to classical music can help the body in more ways than one. It can help you recover from surgery, lower blood pressure, battle insomnia, and even lower crime rates in a city. But most importantly, listening to classical music has been known to reduce anxiety, improve performance, improve short-term memory, and foster brain development. The effects that listening to classical music has on someone is known as the Mozart effect and is very famous for improving short-term memory and someone's overall concentration. This picture shows how much a brain is stimulated while listening to classical music. Some reasons why listening to classical music has such a powerful impact is that it blocks out more distracting noises, it is motivational, it keeps you awake, and it calms the nerves and helps improve concentration. One of the many recent studies by the University of Texas Health Science Center found that physicians who listen to Mozart while performing a colonoscopy increase their detection rates of precancerous polyps above their baseline rates and above those physicians who listen to no music at all. Also, a meta-analysis of all research done up until 1999 on the subject found that listening to classical music caused enjoyment arousal, which gives a temporary bump to spatial reasoning and short-term memory. In conclusion, you may or may not pay much attention to your everyday studying habits, but they are a very important part of your everyday life. If you are listening to music, it is not recommended that you listen to rap, hip-hop, or pop, for these types of genres are seen to be too busy and are harmful to most people's brains while studying. The recommended genre of music to listen to is classical, for it has many positive effects on one's brain. Because everyone has different studying habits and different tastes in music, it is recommended that you pick a method of studying and stick to it.